I heard about RebuildEx from Service Master, a company that came to my home to help repair with water damage that my washing machine had created. The level sensor on the washing machine failed. The water just kept on pouring in, so it covered my entire first floor in my basement. It was such a nightmare. It was close to $45,000 worth of damage. I did not know where to begin. Service Master told me that they had dealt with a man, Buzz from RebuildEx, who could come in and completely take charge of the project. He had many clients that had used RebuildEx to come in and complete damage projects. So I went online, I looked at RebuildEx's reputation, I looked for customer complaints. Additionally, they were all bonded, all insured. I didn't have to worry about getting permits and making sure that they, had a clean history. They all did. And so that's why I chose to select Buzz. I had all positive feedback. RebuildEx and Buzz were phenomenal. Buzz came in and it was a one-stop shopping. He took care of everything from start to finish. The only thing I had to do was pick out tile, pick out colors, and go find a rental for 3 weeks. And that's all I had to do. It was such a relief. And they did a phenomenal job. They couldn't have done better. Working with Buzz and his subcontractors was probably one of the best service experiences I've ever had. The people who came into my home, the subcontractors that worked for Buzz, from the tile man to the painter, every single one of them acted like this was their home, that they had to fix it to perfection. I could not have asked for a better rapport with people. They always comforted me. Don't worry, it's going to be just the way you want it. Do you see something that's not right? Just tell us. The craftsmanship couldn't have been better. The hardwood floors are incredible. The fine detail. Half the walls had to be cut. They repaired them. You couldn't even see a seam for where they had to put in the new wall. You would never know that anything ever had to be replaced. My experience with RebuildEx was so positive, and the detailed craftsmanship was so amazing that we asked Buzz to do some additional things that we paid for out of our pocket. These guys made sure all the doors were locked. They were here working, and I felt like I could trust them immensely. I had no fear whatsoever, so I gave them each $100 before they left, and I felt their work deserved a little bit more. Buzz and RebuildEx and his crew did such a phenomenal job that when the insurance company adjuster came in to approve all the work, the adjuster asked me for the name of the company because he couldn't believe, from when he first saw the house to the final product, he could not believe the job that they did. And he wanted to talk to Buzz about other projects that may come up. I want to mention something about RebuildEx too in the timing. RebuildEx did complete the project on time, right to the day, which was such a godsend for us because Buzz made sure that they adhered to the schedule, and they did. Everything they did on time, even quicker. When I was told I would be out of the house for 2 to 3 weeks, that's all the insurance company would pay us for, to stay out of the house. If I had hired contractors on my own, I could have been out of the house longer. I would have had to foot the bill. I couldn't afford it in the first place. And in the second place, my whole life was uprooted with my family. I have a dog who's 12 who I wasn't going to put in a kennel. It saved me a lot of money. It saved me a lot of heartache and headache. And it was, it's the only way I'd go. If people have a big project or a little project, RebuildEx can do it for the same price, if not cheaper. It will never be more money, and both my husband and I figured it out on paper. It was well worth it. I would definitely use them again. I've already told them when I leave this house, we're going to find a knock-me-down house, and they're going to rebuild my new little house down by the water.